Welcome back to another episode of the Barris Batch. Why does it say 00? All right, whatever. Today we have our honorary guest for the 30th time. We have Anis here, and then we have Abhinav. New year. This is the first episode we released this year, right? 2025. So
Yeah.
new year, new host, or same host. New year, same host. More appearances this year for sure. Anyways, it was an eventful 2024. Um, a lot of big movies, a lot of money being made, a lot of low quality shit being put out. But we're doing a recap of our top 10 Indian movies for 2024. So, with that being said, I guess we can get started on like honorable mentions, stuff that didn't make it in there. So I can start. I have two honorable mentions. What a the year for Tollywood, dude! I had to struggle to make this list. I'm telling you right now, there's very few Telugu movies in this list. And that's crazy because I'm like a fucking Telugu movie purist. So we have. God, how did this movie make it? I put Gami as an honorable mention. uh, so I don't know if you've seen Gami, Anis. It's
I haven't seen it.
okay. Yeah, there's some crazy shit that happens in there.
Very unique.
It's very, yeah. That's why it made. Yeah, it's like what they were able to do with that low of a budget and visuals is, it's
a Vishwak Sen movie, right?
Vishwak Sen movie, yeah. That's it's low-key a big reason why it gets points off too. But it's a unique concept and it's a benchmark in terms of like, like, oh holy shit, like I didn't realize Tollywood could make something like this, but they fumbled in execution, but credit where credit's due. As me and Abhinav said in the review, it's a nicely polished rod. Like it's like a well cleaned up rod that has a sharp bottom, but like everything else is like very nice and smooth. And then the ending, the last like 20-30 minutes, just the less said the better. But yeah, if you look at the movie as a whole, it's not a bad effort. And then I have I think it's called Mayazagan. I don't even know how to say the fucking Tamil version, but
is that the Karthik and Arvind Swamy movie?
Karthik movie, oh. I know for a lot of people this was like their movie of the year. For me, I just couldn't. I mean, it was a little too simple for me. Like I know that's the point. It's human emotions. I went into Upastara, but I was like, it's okay. I thought it was like pretty overrated, but it's still a good movie. I know I'm the minority with this one, but yeah, those are my two honorable mentions. I have way more to say for that Rod's episode of 2024. So there's too many actually.
Yeah.
But yeah. Any honorable mentions from you guys?
Yeah. So for me, we just talked about it earlier, but I would say Guntur Karam. Obviously, initially when I watched it, one premiere show, it was definitely a disappointment in terms of storyline, but you can really appreciate it after I watched it a couple other times after what Mahesh does in the movie. So, I mean, as a fan, like it's pretty entertaining. What he did, his role, his character, his his characteristics with whatever he did. So, I think just that alone with this glamour he looks impeccable in the movie. It's good enough, but it's not top 5 just because it's I don't think it has enough of a strong story. So that's one. Another one I had was Kolki. So I wasn't as huge on it. I think there's some very, very broad points that did not work. And I think, like, and it focused too much on Amitabh being the main focal, attention point. And then he actually looked as he was the main, hero. So, but it obviously still was entertaining, right? It's a unique story, and it keeps you entertained throughout. But yeah, so those would be my two.
Yeah, I don't even think Culkin made it into my I guess like honorable mention for what it did visual wise, but
Right.
I didn't like it much, to be honest. I think it's I've only noticed the flaws more and more as time went on. I know
Yeah.
I'm breaking their hearts, dude. Look at their reactions.
I think I should just leave right now. Put an exit to
No,
it.
everyone has different opinions. Yeah, that's why. Nicole would fucking put Deborah at one. Like, who, like, you know what I mean? That's just wrong. It's not the right answer, but you know.
Oh my god, my list. Okay, so I want to preface to whoever is watching this, I literally only watched 30 movies this year. And so on all of them are pretty much all Telugu except one. So my honorable mentions, I have 3. Number 11 is Ka with Kiran Abhivaram. I thought that was a very good comeback film for him. And like he kottega oka genre picture that's like also I think he tried making it pan India. I watched it on IPTV, so I don't know too many details about like the filming process and everything for. Do you guys know anything about it?
I saw the trailer. It looked cool, but like, I can't watch that dude's face in theaters, bro. I'm sorry, but like, you know, it was like $15 to watch him in like theaters. I'm like, I still don't think he's a good actor. I've seen him act. I hate his voice. I'm glad he's finding success, but like, he's just, yeah, maybe he's
It
good.
was a very different concept.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then my next one is Mechanic Rocky with Vishwak Singh.
Wow.
Mechanic.
That's crazy.
Top 5 though. I'm
So
not gonna
like,
lie.
ఎంత రాడ్లు ఉన్నాయో తెలుసా like the list of movies I watched are kind of like Double is Smart and Mr. Bachchan. That's like what you're comparing to, okay? There's no other normal films in comparison. So yeah, Mechanic Rocky came out as an honorable mention for me. Very basic storyline, but it's fine. And I like Meenakshi. She's been doing good this year. And then my next, sorry, what?
I said I like the other actors too in the movie.
The one from Jersey?
Yeah, Shraddha Srinath.
I like Mechanic Rock. I thought, like, I mean, for a Vishwak movie, you go in like expecting nothing. It was pretty entertaining. I totally forgot it fucking came out, dude. It's not even in my. It's not cracking top 10, but you know.
I love how he now has like a title to his name too. It's like Maskadas Vishwak Singh.
Unfortunately, had that.
What did you say?
I think he's had that title
for a while.
Yeah, ever since Falknama Das.
I didn't know that. I saw it for the first time. I was like, "Nigonna me rendu cinemalu Maskadas." And then, my last honorable mention is Mufasa, the English version of Chala Nachina Cinema. I know a lot of people liked.
Sorry, I'm sorry. The version of Manish was crazy. But...
Really? Okay. Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, I heard people loved the Telugu version.
Yeah, I heard it was good.
Dude, I saw people doing Pala Abhishekam to his poster.
Yeah.
Dude, he's not in the fucking movie.
Just for his voice, dude. It's crazy. Yeah. It's wild.
What does he say? He's like, Mufasa. Like, what the fuck does he say in the movie?
Yeah.
The fucking roundup dialogue when the hyenas corner him. Confusion, like, like, what does he say, bro? Anyways. Yeah. All right, you're up.
Me?
Yeah.
I just had 2. One that you guys talked about, Kalki. I thought it was all right. Like, okay, like it was good, okay, whatever. Like, but not like so crazy that I'd put it in the top 10. And then another one would be Swag. I thought like it was a really unique concept. But I thought the execution was like kind of off. But I thought for the most part it was a good movie, so I'd put it there.
You're talking about Swag with Vishnu, right?
Yeah, Sri Vishnu.
Yeah, like I tried watching that movie and he comes in as like 4 different characters.
Yeah, that's why like the way they're all interconnected and everything, like I thought it was really cool when you find out like to the end, but it's really confusing to even watch like the first half, the second half, you're like, what's going on for half the movie? So
yeah. With that being said, I need to charge my goddamn laptop. But feel free to start at number 10, one of you, while I figure this out. So I'll be right back. So yeah, just one of you roll us into the top 10. You guys don't have to be so shy if I'm not there for 1 minute.
Yeah, actually,
All right, I guess I'll start.
Yeah, you can go.
So my first one,
Yeah, why the fuck didn't the co-host do it?
Okay, I'll go. Sorry, I'm thinking. I have a.
He's making his list on the spot. I know that.
Making
Abhinav is
the list
doing
on
his
the
homework
spot.
right now.
No,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
since you have an extra
Yeah, no. So okay,
he's
number
taking out the Ishmar Trunker too, just for
yeah. So
Puri
number
Jagannath.
10. Wow, dude, you just took it out of my mouth. So number 10 is Devilish Mart.
dude, are you serious?
Yep. Because I'm a fan. I'll always support Puri. So I'll give him last spot in my top 10 here. So Devilish Mart, it's not good in terms of you know what the story is, but as a character, um, top notch, man. I mean, Puri can write his heroes better than most can, and he continues this in this sequel. So I really enjoyed it. Me, I really connect with the whole Warangal accent and everything. So yeah,
Puri Jagannath's target audience is Abhinav.
yeah. No, 100%. So yeah, okay. Oh yeah. Realistically, it's not good, but for me, it's my it's I don't care. It's 10 for me. So that's my number 10. Go.
I already know what to say. We watched it together.
Yeah, I know.
That Boca character is something else.
I enjoyed it. I mean, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was okay.
Album was hard. Calif though, good song.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's good.
Interesting choice. Yeah, I mean that's certainly yeah. Dude, I have 0 words. But I mean, at least it's not showing up in your worst of the year, I guess.
No, it's not. It's not.
Yeah, so my 10 is Chulu Squared.
Damn, that low.
Same.
Yeah, I like the first one a lot more. I went over this too. So, but I mean, 10 is like made it into the top 10 movies of the year, so it's not a bad.
I guess yeah. Sorry, I've only watched Telugu movies, so yeah. I mean,
no, it's good. It's one of the few Telugu movies. Ante, like out of the scrap that came out this year, was really good.
yeah.
I thought it was very funny, but it didn't hold a light to the first one, in my opinion. A lot of the humor worked because of the goodwill the first one built. But there was some like extreme high moments, like Radhika re-entrance. Tilu's dad, he's like, Tilu's dad jokes, and then it just gets really serious in the climax and Macharan already. And I'm like, dude, when the fuck did Tilu become like the smartest man alive? You know what I mean? He does this in both movies. He becomes a genius. But it's good. It's a good movie and one of the few Telugu movies I actually enjoyed this year. So every time I list a movie in my mentions, Anise goes into like a cardiac arrest or some stroke. So I know she has.
I rated these movies too high in my list. My bad.
It's your opinion. He put fucking Ishmar at 10. Like,
Dude, it's like,
you have diverse tastes. Yeah. Like, I don't think yeah.
Oh, there you go.
No, I was gonna say he probably doesn't know what swag is, so it's like everyone's on different pages,
Yeah, I also had that Tilu Squared as 10. Same reasons as Akil. I just didn't really think it's as good as the first one, but it was all right to make it into the 10.
Right, you're up, man. You have to enter us into your top 10, unless you're making it right now too, no worries.
So for my number 10 spot, I have this movie called Maruti Nagar Subramaniam.
Oh, I saw that with my mom. Yeah.
Oh, okay, solid. I thought I'd be the only person who knew that movie. It's a Rao Ramesh film with a bunch of like Kotta side actors, like this guy named Ankit, and but it has like a really cool song too. I don't remember. It's like Madam, but something about like Madam and Sir. But I thought it was pretty funny. Kuncham drag unto the cinema though, but I watched it with my family, so it was a good family film.
Yeah,
it's on mine as well, but it's higher on.
Oh, that's solid.
Yeah, it didn't make it into mine, but I definitely enjoyed it. It's a good movie. Yeah, a very underrated pick. So I guess we'll snake things around. So you give us 9, and then we'll do reverse order. Yeah.
My number 9 is Pushpa 2. Woo! It's much higher in probably all your lists, isn't it? Really?
Didn't make it into mine.
Oh my god! Yay! Yeah, I didn't like Pushpa, but I was like, what else can I do? It's a solid film, I guess. I got what is the word? Swayed by all of the fans,
Yeah.
I don't have much to say about the film though. We all know what Pushpa 2 is.
Yeah, you really you like the snake fight where he like went midair in the end.
Isn't it like the zombie fight? Is that what he calls it? I think that's what they
I
call
think
it
that's
now.
what it's called. Yeah.
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 I didn't like I wasn't gonna go into the film, but I guess like cinema law, like they have like you know how it just like changes drastically? First part and second half are like completely unrelated.
Yeah.
And I wish they did a better job of creating that like I don't know, that like sync between the two parts.
Yeah. I think all three of us were on the same page about Pushpa 2. Me and Avi probably more so. I don't think any of us loved it, but just a fair warning: none of the big heroes movies made it into my list this year. None of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Devara, Kalki, Pushpa, Guntur I mean, Guntur yeah. So none of them made it in. Yeah. So, but anyways, my number 9 is my number 9. Okay, so this is a Hindi movie. It's called The Buckingham Murders. I don't know if you guys saw it. It's a Kareena Kapoor movie. It's about this lady, law enforcement officer, who loses her kid in like a shooting, public shooting, I believe. And then she, like, during the trauma, she still chooses to work, and they reassign her to like some city in probably it's called Buckingham, if I had to guess, if I remember correctly. And some shit starts going down in that village, and she's sent there to investigate. It's less than 2 hours. I went in with literally zero expectations. My mom wanted to go, so I went to like Regal Township in Michigan, which might be the most like, one of those rundown theaters like in history. How that thing is still standing, who knows? But I watched it with zero expectations, and I was thoroughly uh, like taken in by the premise. And Kareena Kapoor did a fantastic job and made me forget how unbearable she is off screen. But yeah, good movie. You guys should definitely watch it. It's only like hour 40 minutes long, so I don't want to give too much away either, so I'm not gonna spoil it. But yeah, you should watch it if you like thrillers and stuff.
Cool.
What's next?
We're doing
Me?
first order, yeah. So Avi goes it.
Okay, so my number 9 is probably higher on your guys' list is Hanuman. I liked it, but I didn't think it was like number 9, so I didn't think it was like that high up there. But I really liked what they did, like tried achieving with the superhero concept, doing it first, and then maybe in the sequel it'll be much better. But for what it's worth, I thought it was a good movie and a great try. So
Yeah, I would agree. I think I have my one at 9. I'll just put it at 9 actually.
All right. So yeah, you give us with 8 then. If you have nothing else to say about Hanuman.
Okay. So my 8, yeah, I actually like this movie. So I'm gonna say GOAT, greatest of all time. Dalpati.
రాడ్ సినిమాలన్నీ లైన్ లో చెప్తున్నావు.
No,
yeah, that'd be
this-
my worst of 2024.
so this one, I don't know. I mean, I thought it was kept me on edge, man. I'm not gonna lie. So I thought I really fucked with the ending. CSK commentary, to really, kill when he kills off the villain or kills off his son, I guess, right? So yeah, I liked it. I mean, I watched it on Netflix at home like 2 months after it came out, whatever. So it was good.
I can see why
You
people.
can see why people can,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah,
It's
it's about that like anticipation type shit, right?
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
So
I can
it
see.
work.
It wasn't for me, but I'm not surprised people liked it. Also, we watched in theaters, so it's like it's a little different.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Dude, his acting as like the younger self is sometimes it's it's a little too much.
It is a little too much, but
Unbearable actually. But
they
yeah,
use
that's
AI, right? The whole face thing, his whole face and all that.
yeah. So it just looked weird. But like yeah, the story is like it's like a spy thriller, which is pretty cool.
Spy thriller, yeah.
It wasn't done in the best way possible, but it was fine. Like one of the better movies that dude has made. So Ankit, you do your 8, and then I'm up, and then Anis is up.
So my 8 was I think is Anis's special mention, Marty Nagar Subramaniam. I thought it was like my family watched it together. We had a lot of laughs and everything. So I thought it was a good comedy. I think it was better than Tilu Squared. I think one of the better ones this year. So that's why I put it up at number 8. And I think Ra Ramesh actually has a time to shine because a lot of times he just does like the dad rules or like certain like random like uncle rules. But this time he's like the up and center, and I thought he did really good in there. So yeah.
Yeah. My 8 is okay. I don't know if you guys have seen this. It's a Mohanlal movie. It's called Malay Kotte Valiban. You haven't seen it? Okay. That was a pretty big flop. Yeah, it was a pretty big flop, but it's this movie where I don't even know how to describe it, dude. It's like a Western almost. Like a Western that's I don't know, you just gotta watch it. Like it's just sick as fuck. Like the shots are cool, the style is cool. It's not for everyone. I wouldn't be surprised if certain people just like stopped watching it 30 minutes through. It does set up for a sequel. I don't think it's ever gonna get it because once again it flopped really bad, which sucks because I think this is one of the coolest movies I've seen. Like cool, like not one of the best movies I've seen, but one of the coolest movies I've seen. And it kept me. I was kind of bored at first, but then it kept me in. Like the final act and the second act were pretty good. So yeah, I think I watched it with Ankit, so I don't know what he thought of it, but
I thought actually the opposite, that like it started out really good and then it started to get boring towards the middle end. That's why it wasn't on my like top 10 or honorable mentions.
there's gonna be a lot of movies where like the three of you are gonna be like, "What the fuck did he just say?" I think we're in the familiar territory after this, though. You guys should know the rest of these. Just kidding. You will know most of the rest of these, I think. So you're up, Anis. You're number 8.
My number 8 is Prasanna Vadanam. It's a Suhas film. He has face blindness, okay, traumatic injury tarvata face blindness, and then he's kind of a bystander in like a crime that happens, and he has to like try to solve that. I thought it was a solid film. I really like Suhas as an actor. Have you guys seen this movie?
I saw a
I haven't
trailer.
heard of it.
Yeah.
Okay, solid film. I felt like I watched it at home, so take it with a grain of salt, I guess.
You know, it's a wild year when literally like every movie each of us name, like the other one hasn't seen. Like Abhi's just now learning about like multiple of these. I haven't seen it, but it looked good. And Suhas, I feel like usually acts in decent stuff. You know who Suhas is, Abhi?
No, I don't. I'm gonna
The
search it up.
dentist in Hit 2.
He's in Color Photo, and he's the villain in Hit 2.
I think he's also an agent size Srinivas, right?
Wait, the dentist and what? Sorry.
Hit
Actually, I don't
2.
even know if you've seen Hit 2. We might have just giving away the fucking.
Oh
spoiler.
yeah.
It's,
Oh my
he
bad.
hasn't seen it now, he's never gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Suhas. I don't know. Is he a side actor in like a heroes movie? He would know that. Like a
I
heroes.
think he's like part of like Chai Biscuit. He started off like on YouTube.
It's
and
like
then he
bootleg
made his-
Nani.
Yeah, I feel like he's not in a big heroes movie that I know of. He's in Mudgely.
Wait, no, he's in Dear Comrade, right? As a side character.
I think so, yeah.
Less said about that movie, the better, though. So I
Yeah.
don't keep it in my memory. It's too much, as you would say.
I thought everybody here would know what Color Photo was. Actually, I'm kind of surprised.
No, I know what it is,
Same.
but oh. So does it my turn to give the? Wait, did you do 8?
Yeah, I just did 8.
Okay, so Abhi does 7 now.
I just okay. Sorry, we gotta go back here. Okay. So my 7 is Tulu Square. So I mean, I thought it was. I liked it. I think better than you guys did. I thought it was a good sequel. It's pretty close to the original. Obviously, you can't outdo the original, but it's pretty entertaining. I thought he set it up in a style where, it creates like a. He basically creates Tulu as like a strong presence going to Cube now. So I thought it was still pretty good. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's a good movie. It made me laugh. It wasn't a bad sequel or anything. I think the movies I put in front of it, I just enjoyed more. You're up, Ankit.
For 7, right?
Yeah,
So my number 7 is Captain Miller. I'm a huge Dhanush fan, kind of like Abi with Ishmar too. I think Akil would not really. I don't think he liked it at all, but I think it was really intense. I thought it was really cool, like what they did with a lot of the shots and stuff. Like it was an epic movie, and it's Dhanush, so that's why I really liked it.
yeah, I don't like that movie. Let's see what my 7 is. Yeah, I don't have any other comments. I don't know if you guys have watched it. You watched it? No? No? Okay. All right, my number 7. I don't know if you guys have seen. Okay, after 7 and 6, I think you'll have seen the rest. But 7 is Brahma Yugam. It's the Mohanlal movie. It's shot in black and white. It's like a horror movie. Basically, he plays a devil, like a human reincarnation, like a demon. And this dude, this like innocent Maya, like this innocent dude who just happens to find refuge in his mansion gets trapped there. The rest of the movie is about how he escapes and shit. It's also really short, but the full movie is in black and white. And Mammootty plays. Did I say Mohanlal? Okay, well I meant Mammootty. Mammootty plays an evil character, so it's like pretty interesting to see it, and it's a pretty good attempt. These Malayalam people, man, they made some crazy shit this year, some mind-bending concepts. So gotta give them credit where credit's due. You know what I mean? That's a true. They were truly unpredictable this year, unlike another movie that came out earlier this year. But yeah, that's what I would say is my number 7.
My number 7 is Satyam Sundaram. So that's the Karthik and Arvind Swamy film. I watched it in Telugu, so అందుకే Telugu title చెప్పా. It's just a slice of life movie, and I really liked it. I felt like it was very relatable, especially from Arvind Swamy's perspective. I felt like him, when I go to India, kind of same vibes. So
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, it's a good movie. I expected it to be even higher. I feel like for you.
yeah, really
'Cause
okay.
when you mentioned you had one Tamil movie, I was like, oh, it's for sure that. I couldn't think of anything else that.
Yeah, I felt like it was thought provoking. So
Yeah.
like kind of value family more and like
We'll just reverse it. You give us your next one again.
Number 6. I have 2 actually. So as Ankit was talking, oka cinema ad chesanu ekkada ad cheyalo teliyadani 6 lo pettesanu. So I have 2 films at 6. One is
Okay.
Saripoda Sinivaram, and then Ryan. I remembered because Ankit was mentioning Dhanush, and I was like, I forgot about Ryan. I really liked it. That was like Dhanush's first time directing or something.
I think it was like
Something.
his second time.
Gotcha. I thought it was a solid film. I liked the characters. I liked Sandeep Kishan in the movie, of course.
It's so funny. He's in literally both too. He's also in Captain Miller.
Yeah.
Oh, is he? I didn't know. I didn't watch Captain Miller.
Yeah. Okay, interesting. What was the first one you said?
Saripoda Sinivaram.
Saripoda Sinivaram. Okay. Yeah. I feel like that's one people like this year that I just did not like.
I'm disappointing Akhil so much. My God.
No, I'm not. It's just funny. I feel like all the movies that I thought were kind of over. That's what it was. But it's a popular opinion. I feel like a lot of people liked Kalki, Pushpa 2, and what's it called? Saripoda. So, maybe that's why I feel like we go in with such big hopes and they disappoint us, especially Kalki, dude. Like my hopes were to the sky. I was like, holy shit, this is good. This should be insane.
When I first watched Saripoda Sinivaram, I didn't like it so much. I felt like there was a couple gaps. I think I told you, Akhil, right after I watched it, I was like, there's some things that I didn't really understand. But I like looking back at it, seeing like what else 2024 had to offer us, it like went higher in the list.
Fair enough. My number 6 is Munjmail Boys. Okay, hopefully you guys have at least heard of this one. Okay, yeah. So I watched it in theaters with pretty decently high expectations because everyone was raving about it like it was a second coming of like God himself made this movie, and I watched it and it was just like it just makes you feel claustrophobic and it makes you feel like you're on the edge of your seat. Since your main character gets stuck in that fucking like death tunnel thing, and it's just insane like how it keeps you hooked and the climax and everything is just so well written. And yeah, it's just like a wonderful movie about friendship and overcoming like your darkest demons, and it's really good. I would definitely suggest watching it. It did well in Telugu too. Like it was a huge hit in Telugu. Made a bunch of money over here, so yeah, that's my 6.
Yeah. So, trying to think what to put here.
I'm making it up as you go.
Yeah, because I don't want
Should someone go on review?
I can do mine.
Yeah,
It's number
yeah.
5,
I don't
right?
think I did
But-
my 6, right? Or,
Yeah, you guys can go.
I was looking at you. You're just sitting there all silent.
I have
yeah.
Lucky Bhaskar in my top 5. Woohoo, Dulker! Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Oh, it is?
I think
Yeah,
yeah.
Okay.
but I
Lu
don't.
ain't chapter din
yeah.
opinion.
Yeah, I think number 6 is also for me Manjumel Boys. I think it's actually called Manumel, but yeah, I went with the kill, and I thought the same things that he did. So
What just happened?
Wait. I did my number 5. I thought we were on 5 now.
oh yeah, I'm sorry,
And I was
I didn't do my 6th. My bad.
Wait, so Lucky Bosco is your 5?
Yeah, I'm just gonna be silent.
No, that's fine. You've kickstarted into 5. That's the problem. No one's seen half of these fucking movies besides. It's like 2 of you will have seen a movie that the other 2 haven't. So we just sit there and let the other 2 talk about it. Okay, we've all fucking seen Lucky Bhaskar. Okay, good. We can actually all talk about this together. Okay, tell us why
I
it's your
think I cut off Ankit. What was he saying?
Oh no, I just had number 6 as Manjumel Boys as well. So like same reasoning as the kill.
All right, tell us about your Lucky Bhaskar placement. Or not. That's fine too. You can just mute yourself. I thought the joke I made was not that good. Still laughing.
Like I said, I'm not gonna talk first anymore.
Wait, it's your 5th spot.
Oh, I thought we all put Lucky Bhaskar.
No.
Oh, is it only top 5? Oh,
I
it's
think
my
you
5th.
said it was in your top 5. I didn't think you said it was your 5th.
Yeah, you said it was in my top 5, and I was like, yeah, same. So then going on to my 6th.
I didn't realize it was your 5.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my
Koncham brain lag outundi. It's like what 11 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lucky Bhaskar, solid movie. Nagavamsi is like an iconic producer these days. Koncham వదులుతున్నారు really interesting things. But as a film, DQ did a really great job. I like Meenakshi's character. I think like in my list, I feel like she had like the most solid female role out of like all the other films. Yeah, I can say that.
Yeah,
Guaranteed.
like her and Rashmika.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I have Lucky in my like top 5 as well. So when I get to there, I can talk about why I put it there.
Okay, I guess I'll go with my number 5. I think it's 5, right? Okay. My number 5 is. All right. Why can I not find this? Okay, my number 5 is Hanuman. Hanuman, yeah. So yeah, I think I don't know if Abhi's mentioned it. I think Abhi did mention it, right?
Yeah, it was at 9 for me.
Yeah. So for me, I went in with like minimal hopes. This point, like Sankranti was like Mahesh Babu came out with his movie, Saindav came out, and both were shit. So I was like, all right, like this one's probably not gonna be great either. But I was blown away by what he did with like such a small budget and like literally a no-name hero. I thought it was super charismatic, and there were so many cool things in the first half, like the actor spoofs, like making the train go backwards. It's like "Bale okure aje," like stuff like that, like lines like that, or the first fight they have where dudes just start flying into the air. Like it felt good seeing superhero representation with our culture in Hanuman, and I actually think they did it better than Kalki because Kalki we only saw that 15 minutes really at the end. But here like they injected like Hanuman stuff throughout, and the interval where like there's two Teja Sajja when like the bullets create the outline behind him is just so sick. Or when he's standing on top of everyone, he's sitting like Hanuman on top of all the people at the fighting tournament. It's just a sick movie. The bad guy, yeah, he's like kind of one-dimensional, but at least we got like a cool villain origin story. And what them like, I just thought it was pretty creative. Climax was cool too, and I'm excited to see what they're setting up for. They have some pretty big names in the coming projects, so yeah, it was just probably one of the most unique Telugu movies I've seen in the last like decade or so. So yeah, I loved it. So shout out to the Pulame Pilla song. It's so good. If you guys haven't seen it, if you guys haven't heard it, the shit slaps.
Yeah, it's on my Spotify playlist. I like it a lot too.
When I first heard it in theaters, I thought it was like an attack on the senses. Because like the instruments I didn't really mess with in the theater. But then I heard it outside and I was like, oh, this is actually like a good song. Yeah.
We're on 5 right now, right?
Yes.
So my number 5 was said before, Satyam Sundaram. I thought the first half wasn't like, I thought it was really boring, but I thought what made the 5 was the second half, and especially the climax ending portion. I thought like all that build up for the ending was like really good, and I thought like they pushed the gears and the emotional quotient there, so that's why I put it up there. And of course the chemistry they both have, Karthi like being like the funny man, and then Arvind Swami being like the serious guy. Like I thought it was a really good duo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it? You have your 5, Avi?
Yeah, I'll put this at 5. So I'll put Devra. I don't know, maybe higher, but I think I'll just put it at 5 right here. So yeah, I like Devra. I think it's not bad in terms of direction from Cortola. I mean, NTR obviously does really well. I like the songs. Ayodhya Puja is fire choreo, ridiculous beat BGM with that. And I just like the concept of fear. I really thought, that related. I mean, I felt that when he was trying to like portray that message right at the end where he dies, and the whole point of like, oh, look at people's fear tomorrow morning after he dies, like that whole thing is what the whole story is about. So I like that concept, and yeah, that was good.
Yeah. Wow, dude. Nakul's gonna listen to this and text you privately. He's gonna appreciate your.
Yeah, be ecstatic. Yeah.
Nakul sends me reels every day, and it's like NTR, and he'll only have one like sentence that he's like, "This is Devra Devru." I'm just like, wow, number 1 fan.
What's your number 5, Mr. Ankit? You do yours?
Yeah, Satyam Sundaram.
Oh, okay. All right, let's go into number 4. For number 4, I have Maharaja with Vijay Sethupathi. I do not know if all of you have seen this. I think you all probably have, right?
I heard it was a really good movie. I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, you've heard it. You liked it, Avi?
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah. Okay, I won't say any spoilers, so you should definitely watch it, Anis. It's a very good movie. Like, it has a lot of like twists and turns. I went in with like kind of expectations, but like Vijay Sethupathi is just insane in this movie. He goes God mode, like Kumesh Tardu, and it's a very interesting movie. At first it starts like, what the fuck is going on? There's some like weird shit that happens, and then suddenly like it just revs up into high gear, and the second half is just like insane.
Yeah, I watched it with Akil, but I actually forgot about it. Otherwise, it would have been on my top 10. But the reason it was, if it even was, it wouldn't have been as high because he went in with a little bit of expectation, but I went in with like massive expectation. And I think that's what like kind of put the movie down for me. But for sure, it's a great movie.
I caught my dad and mom watching it, and I saw like there was like a trash can scene,
Yeah.
and I was like, no, it's in my, I don't know what everybody's talking about, but I'm gonna not watch it. But I guess
That's
I
what I mean.
will.
It starts off kind of like weird, like
A little
but
bit.
everything starts to add up, and yeah. So just give it a watch. I mean, it's worth your time. I think. I mean, if you watched, you know, I feel like you probably watched some Rorta this year, so you can give a good movie a chance. We all have. I'm not even telling them that the fact that you thought Game Changer was good. So, oh, I did it. I just slipped up, I guess. And
That's
that's
crazy. They had a Indian 2 cameo in the movie, like in the trash can. The movie Indian 2 was there.
actually.
No, because it's like trash. That's why it's in the trash
Oh,
can.
oh. All right. Well, that was certainly a joke. All right. So the rest of you have number 4 to discuss, correct?
Correct.
I just did my 4.
So my number 4 is Victory Venkatesh, Sankranti Vastanam. So
Fun
Fun
That's
fact,
this year, dude.
2025.
Dude, I got
I
scared.
thought he was gonna say
Sign
Sign Dave.
Up.
I was
I
about to
was
say
like, I
Sign Up is
think-
insane.
I
You
forgot
shook
about that.
him.
Okay.
He's on the
So I
wrong
can't use
Wikipedia
that.
page.
Yeah, I can't use this one then. Damn.
He has to go
Uh,
back to his drawing board.
Yeah, back to my drawing board here.
Should
Um,
somebody else go
yes,
before?
yeah,
me?
go ahead.
Dude, I was about to get shook if you said signed up.
I was like at the edge of my seat. I was like,
I was trying to think, like, did Venkatesh release another movie 2024? It can't be that one.
I can give you my number 4.
Yeah, go for it.
It was Mattu Vadalara 2.
Okay.
Riyayadaru. Or sorry, Riyakada. Solid film. I think it was a good part 2. It was funny. Yeah. Ante.
Yeah. Dude, I think we're like 5 for 5 in terms of disagreement.
You
Me,
didn't like Mattu Vadalara 2?
me, Kata, and Ankit all like we went to the theater and like we heard so many like none of us. So I know I'm not in the. I mean, we're still in the minority, but I don't think any of us liked it. I didn't think it was funny at all compared to the first one. Satya was the only good part of that movie, but even then, like sometimes I was like, all right, like you're not Sunil. You will never be Sunil, but and it just got like really dark towards the end, like a message. Like everything just felt like it got very serious in the second half out of nowhere. Like since Manala Kishore's character gets introduced, like the movie takes a dark tone and it tries to tackle like so many different things, and they give you like 50 fucking twists back to back. And I was like, dude, come on! Like the first one was like it was serious to the very end, but it wasn't trying to like bash multiple messages over your head. I thought it was okay. It's not a bad movie, but yeah, I mean, in pure tradition, we're disagreeing yet again. So it's just destiny today, I guess.
I liked the filming style of it. Kuncham speed go quick go. It was like
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
And also the memes that came out of that movie.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
Desh Rana knows a lot of memes. Did you watch Happy New Year? That was like too much memes, actually.
Who's
It's,
the actor?
Or Happy Birthday. Happy
It's
Birthday.
Lavanya Tripathi. Same
Same-
director, right? Yeah,
Okay.
I tried watching it. Assalaradankala.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why I said it was okay. I stopped after 20 minutes. It was
Yeah,
just
exactly.
straight trash.
Same.
Okay, we're agreed today. We agreed on one thing. Nice.
My number 4 is a Hindi movie. It's like really low key that like blew up. It's called Kill. It's an action movie, and it's about like it's all set in a train. And it's like terrorists taking over train, and then how this one army person like saves everybody. I thought it was really good, and it was like really low key that it was made, and then it blew up. And it was all like really low budget, and then what they did in that low budget to make it look like high budget, and then all the acting, like the action as well, was like insane. So I'd suggest everybody check it out.
Hill sounds like a bit of like goat. Like he's in a train and all of that. I was like,
Yeah,
I think so, but Kill was completely in the train.
gotcha.
Did we give you enough time?
Yeah, dude, I'm running out of movies, man. I didn't even. There's not even time.
I've heard you're like a Sharvanand. I don't know if it's a joke or not.
Yeah, I'm an avid watcher of him, I could say.
I think he had a movie release this year. Is it in your top 3?
No, did he release a movie?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's called Maname.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Dude, you're like a big fan.
Yeah, Abhi, didn't you watch Aadalu Make Joharlu First Day?
Yeah, I watched the first day.
Dude, so that's the origin. Like the trailer came out or some shit, and we sent in our chat. And like none of us knew this movie even came out. It had like Rashmika in it. And then Abhi goes, "Yeah, I went to that premiere show." And we're like, "Dude, what the fuck?" He didn't even tell us too or anything. He said it was pretty ass.
Yeah.
And the title song is so funny. It's like DSP and it's like his fucking Gontu being like Ada lo Miku Joharo.
I've heard that song. I know what you're talking about.
Such a bad song. I still haven't watched the movie, but are you gonna give us a number 4?
I'm thinking here. So I'm gonna put Mechanic Rocky at 4.
Okay, bet.
Already you guys talked about it, so
it saves that too. All right, let's give the audience number 3. Okay, top 3, drum roll, please. He's like sweating. He's like, fuck. He's about to look up this.
There's no good movies, dude.
Gangs of Godavari, Gami. Yeah, what else? My number 3 is Kill.
Yeah, he released like 3 movies in 1 year. It's crazy.
Gangs of Godavari.
No,
Mechanic
that's not
Rocky and Gami.
Oh yes, yeah. Number 3 is Kill for me. Same thing. It's like a very short thriller. Basically, dude's girl gets killed by a bunch of bandits on a train, and then he's a commando. So it's him versus like 30, 40 guys who try to hijack the train. So that's the gist, and it's just like a good like movie where the hero just kicks some ass. If you like that stuff, it's pretty good. And there's like maybe 15 minutes of filler at the beginning where he does like a nice little duet with the heroine before she gets killed. And then he just jumps into like straight Narcotum mode. So it's pretty good, and there's like very little bullshit in the movie. It's pretty good. You guys should watch it.
It's like John Wick.
I don't even know the hero. He's like a complete random. To me, I actually don't think he has a big name in Bollywood either. If you know the villain, his name is Raghav Juyal. He's a dancer. He was in like the ABCD movies. You've probably seen him. He's in like the Bezuban song and everything. He's pretty sick in that. I was like, damn, I don't know if this dude could do villain roles like that. All right, give us your top 3.
My number 3 is so I'm a huge Nani Glazer, so sorry for that. I think the flaws that it has is like taken by the fact that it's Nani. So like for me, that's why I put it up at number 3. But overall, I thought it was a really good, entertaining movie.
I like S.J. Surya in that film too. Champesero.
Yeah, like he stole the show.
What did you say, Sudha? Yeah.
Toilet ekkudunnadu adugutunnadu Sudha. And there's the other one. He's like, auntie, brain undi.
Look at Auntie pisses me off. I've seen her in several movies. I was glad. I was like, yeah, you do it, bro. Get her ass. Our poor guy, dude. Look at him. Struggling,
dude. I only have one movie, honestly.
Do you want to share it?
I mean, you guys, I'll just wait till we get to the last one.
Yeah, sure. That's one way to do this. Okay. Did you do 3, Anis?
I haven't done 3 yet. So basically, my top 3 are movies I've seen several times.
Okay.
This year, over the past year. Number 3, of course, is Telugu Squared. And already done good in a whole podcast lo maatlada. So if you care, you should go watch our opinions in that one.
The people that are watching this have for sure seen that one. Dedicated viewers.
That was the most amount of guests we had, right?
Yeah,
Highest.
dude. Tulu Square was like a
It was like a
clip.
whole
Yeah,
crazy.
That was fun. We should do it again.
yeah. For the next,
Cute.
because me and Nicole have a strict no wrong turn policy, so we didn't watch Game Changer. I don't even know when the next big movie coming out is, dude. Is it Power Star? Is it
Dude, I
OG?
want it to be Hungry Cheetah, dude, but I don't know. I
It's
want
got-
that song to drop like in
Yeah.
actual video format, like
Till
fucking.
all these haters see OG come out first day first show that we shook.
Power Star is crazy, dude. He's too busy being deputy though. He's fucking AIDS.
He's banning like
He's
what?
too busy
Too busy
seizing the
seizing shit. Wow, that's crazy. Same joke.
All right, number 2. My number 2 is Lucky Bhaskar.
Same.
This is my last Telugu movie on the list. Dude, I mean, it's the best Telugu movie that came out this year, and I will argue anyone who says otherwise. I feel like it's just so like good. It's like a great underdog story, and it doesn't end like I really thought the movie was gonna end with Dinu Anand being like, "Oh, he's just a common man," like the bullshit thing he says, but he ends up balling out with his friend Anthony, in Boston, and gets like a big ass house. So it's just a sick movie about how luck works out for this dude, and you see him progress from like being a dude with like zero money, to just like turning into a baller. And there's just so many good scenes. I mean, we did a whole review on it, but I just think it's the best movie that came out this year. And this fucker, what's his face? The producer, the annoying one.
Nagavamsi. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I forgot his face for a second. Yeah, he has like a good eye for like he's cringe, but like he does make, like you said, he makes good calls. And it was a great movie, and I love Dulquer Salmaan. Like
I think
yeah.
sorry. Right before I think Lucky Bhaskar released, Nagavamsi was like, Cinema ki hero like story love sunledu, just mass hero kavali. And he like dropped something like that, and he got a lot of hate for it. But then literally a week later, like Lucky Bhaskar comes out, and everyone's like, what is he saying? Like, ఏదో చెప్తున్నాడు, but it's not connecting with this movie. Like the film is like so good.
And DQ's been like adopted at this point as like an honorary Telugu, like straight up. After Mahanarti, everyone's like, yeah, like he's one of ours. Like we'll take this guy, but yeah, he's good, man. Good
I feel
movie.
like he has more consistent hits than like Telugu heroes these days.
Yeah, like I've
Telugu at
definitely
least.
seen him make like I've heard of Dulquer's bad movies, but I haven't seen them. So for me, he still has not made a bad movie. But
Yeah, my favorite film is like Sitaramam.
Yeah,
I loved that film so much. So like,
You didn't see King of Kota then?
no, I haven't.
Oh, then
Me
that's-
neither.
Yeah, I heard that was ass.
One, yeah, that explains why you haven't then. Yeah.
Wait, there's one Rod movie with Dulquer and then Kajal's in it. And then that one girl who married Siddharth is in it too.
Oh, is it Hey Sanamika?
Yeah, I didn't like that actually.
Yeah, so I don't even
But it's
know.
not a Telugu movie, so it's fine.
Yeah, no, I saw that, but I was like, who gives a shit? Like I thought it was just gonna be a bad movie, but
Yeah, my number 2 is also Lucky Bhaskar. I watched it twice as well, so like there's replay value. So
So I'll just co-sign that. So my last one, I think the best movie I saw this last year was Lucky Bhaskar. So I'm just gonna agree with you guys.
it's your number one.
Yeah, that's my one.
So now us peasants have to do our number one.
Yeah.
No, I still have to do number 2.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. I just agreed with them. So go ahead.
Should I go?
Yeah.
My number 2 film is Kalki, of course. నేను చాలా rave చేశాను ఆ సినిమా గురించి, but ever since the podcast we did together, I watched the movie in theaters 2 more times. So
Nice.
totally 3 times చూశాను. బాగా బొక్కపడింది నాకు, but I loved it. That was like Prabhas's comeback after like a decade. My God. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed the film. I like the what is it? The Mahabharatam aspect of it a lot. The incorporation of everything. There
Yeah.
are some flaws, but it's fine.
That makes sense. It's a good movie. Like I think it was good for I don't think it's a bad movie. There's definitely movies that came out that are way worse. I just think it was disappointing for how much more they could have done, you know.
Yeah,
But there's a
same.
sequel coming, obviously, so maybe we'll get some good stuff there.
I also
Uh,
like the director. He did Mahanati, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
And
Nagashu.
Yetto, the Subramanya movie with Nani.
yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was a good director.
All right, so number one. Everyone get ready for their number ones. I will start off. My number one this year is not a Telugu movie, sadly. It is a Malayalam movie, and it is called Premalu. I don't know if you guys watched this movie, but I fucking love this movie, dude. It was like they shot it like completely in Hyderabad too. It gave me like a Bomarilu, like Happy Days, like that kind of like vibe where it's just a bunch of young actors for once. And it's just them like falling in love, like making friends, like doing dumb shit, exploring the city. And it was just like such a breezy, fun movie. Like Mamita Baiju, I think is her name. Like she was so charming. The main dude was good too. His friend Amal Davis is his character's name. I don't know his real name, but it was just such a fun, like breezy movie. And I was like, holy shit! After I watched it, I had the biggest smile on my face. I'm like, this is the movie of the year for me. Nothing's topped it since. I think it's a must watch. It was a huge hit in Telugu too. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but good movie.
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
so
it's really good. Honestly, I forgot that it like came out. Because I only looked at Tamil, Telugu, and Hindi movies. I forgot to look at Malayalam, but honestly, it probably would have been my number one as well if I remembered. But my number one is in Telugu. It's a Vikram movie, Tangalan. It was in like post production for the longest time, and it came out, and I think like people were like mixed reviews or whatever about it. But I thought it was a really good movie. Like it was really interesting. Like a lot of mythological elements in it. It's like it's historical speaking, and I like historical movies too. So like it played to all my like favorite parts of it. I thought it was a really good movie overall.
no. Damn, now I don't. Yeah, I actually don't know what Nisa's number one could be. It's not Kalki.
You'll be
It's
so
not
disappointed.
Tilu Squared. I feel like those are movies you rave the most about. So I'm curious what it
It
would be.
was Mr. Bachchan.
I'll
Like,
actually
you
never
gotta be
follow.
joking.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It was not even a joke. Like ever navaledu, man. It was Hanuman. I know every single one of you mentioned it before,
Okay.
but yeah, I like Teja a lot. I've actually seen some of his other movies too. I saw Zombie Reddy and Adbhutam.
I watched
I
Advatam.
feel. Oh yeah,
Same.
I
Wait,
think it's the same director too. Actually.
he wrote it. I don't think he
Oh,
directed it though. Yeah.
got it.
Apparently, it's some
Uh,
rip-off of a Korean movie, but I thought it was really good.
it's a ripoff of The Call, I believe. It's a horror film in Korean.
Watch The Call. Yeah.
Yeah, and then in Telugu they made it into like a love story. Solid film. I am so happy for their success. And like వాళ్ళు చూపించారు చిన్న budget తో కూడా you can take it a long way. You know, you don't need to be putting in $60 million and making a shit movie. I don't know.
Yeah, no, good choice. It's a fantastic movie. The Underdog, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I hope to see more movies like this one coming forward.
Yeah, I think their sequel is either going to come out probably next year. Like actually this year, 2025, maybe 2026. So
Mhm.
hopefully they keep Deja in it and don't like add in a big hero and sideline him because he was pivotal. Dude. He was a perfect like young
Yeah.
Hanuman dude. But yeah, nice, good
It's
list.
the like Hanuman is the movie I've making like all of my non-Telugu friends watch. కొంచెం like this is what Telugu cinema is. Like please watch it. అని చూపిస్తున్నా.
But yeah, no, good call. But yeah, a lot of diverse lists. A lot of us didn't know what the fuck each other were talking about. So probably way different than last year. So, but yeah, this was our recap, and then I'm sure we'll do one for the worst one, and we'll have way more in common then. But thanks for joining us, guys, and thanks Anise for always being down to come on. But yeah, all right, let's stop recording now, and we'll see you guys next time.